Today I'm going to go through a few questions to ask her a bit about her business and what she does.
Kane, how are you? So good to meet you, finally. We've been talking for a while. Yeah.
Yes. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again.
Great.
Oh, I just wanted to ask you a few questions about your business so that people can understand what you do as a mortgage broker and what services you provide.
Yeah, sure.
So what does a mortgage broker do?
A really good question. A mortgage broker looks after anyone who's looking to buy a home, looking to refinance, or anything to do basically with their financing. So instead of them going to a bank, they can use a mortgage broker for that, so that we can sit down with a client and talk to them about what they want to do. And that's what a mortgage broker actually does. I wouldn't call myself a mortgage broker. I more or less call myself a relationship broker. So I build a relationship with clients in the local area and then see what they want to do. So it might be someone who already has a home and they're looking at their mortgage themselves and they want to look at the refinancing. Are they structured correctly? They might be looking at downsizing or upsizing, whatever they're doing. So I'll sit down with a client and see what they want to do. And then that's what a mortgage broker does. So instead of them going to a lender or going to their local bank, so to say, I might have somebody who's been CommBank all their life. They've had their savings in CommBank. They've been there for everything for CommBank. So they'll go down to CommBank to try and get a home loan. And what will happen is they get declined. And then they'll, oh my God, I've been with CommBank all my life and they won't give me a home loan. So it might have nothing to do with them as a person. It's probably a lot to do with what CommBank can offer them, because CommBank will have a certain, credit policies or whatever, and that's the only products they can offer, and they don't fit into that criteria. So as a mortgage broker, we have all the lenders on board. So we look at the person's circumstances and where they're at, and then we can find the right solution for them. Because money's money no matter where it's borrowed from, whether it's CommBank, ANZ, Westpac or wherever it comes from. But it's about them and their circumstances and where they fit, and then we can put them into the right position so that we work with them and have a relationship with them and help them right through to settlement so that they can get a loan. So a mortgage broker is basically a relationship broker for all their lending solutions.
Okay, good. That sounds like you provide a real personalised service. You're more about helping your clients than just trying to get transactions through the door. So I think that's a great way to be and very helpful to people.
And it's funny you mention that, because I did have someone come and see me the other day, and the best thing for me to do is to tell them that the best thing for them was to not refinance and for them to sell and to buy another property. It was going to be much better off for them, particularly for their age as well. So when people do come and see me, it's not about me getting a transaction from it. It's not about me getting that loan for them. It's about also looking at their circumstance, whether it's the right thing for them as well.
And people would sure appreciate that.
They do.
Someone just trying to sell them a loan and get paid at the end of the day.
Hopefully a good review.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, how does a mortgage broker usually get paid?
Well, a lot of brokers offer an upfront fee. I don't do that at this point in time, but it all depends on the complexity of the loan as well. So we get paid by the bank. So when a client comes and sees me, I might do a ton of work for them. So when a client comes to see me, by the time they settle on a loan, it can be 4 to 6 weeks. So I'll go through a credit preliminary assessment, go through their loan options or whatever. So whatever bank that they choose to go with, I will get paid from that bank. So after they got settled, I will get paid from the bank as a commission, and then I'll get a trail commission as well from that. If they choose not to go with anything, I don't get paid at all. So I don't get paid for another 4 weeks after that. So I do a lot of work for free. So pretty much. So it is a lot of work. It's not like when someone comes to see me and their loan gets settled within a week. I've got to do a lot of work. I've got to find out a lot about them, but I will get paid from the bank. And even on a trail commission, I get a certain amount of money each month on the trail. I look after that client on their anniversary and constantly in contact with them as well. So it's like the same as like if a real estate agent has a rent roll and they're getting paid a certain percentage each month and the mortgage broker gets paid a percentage per month. I'm still doing work for that as well. So that's how a mortgage broker gets paid. They get paid from the bank. And the reason now, today, I'll just say a statistic that most lenders today, over 70% of business is written through mortgage brokers. So for the banks, it's better for them to use a mortgage broker, for them to use their own staff. And the reason is that if anyone goes to the bank to get a loan, they've still got to pay their staff to do that work. They don't pay the mortgage broker. They only pay the mortgage broker the commission the loan goes through. So it's much more affordable for a bank to use mortgage brokers, and that's why they encourage it a hell of a lot more, and that's why 70% of all loans today are written through mortgage brokers.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. That's something a lot of people wouldn't quite understand. So is it best to use a mortgage broker than to go directly to a bank?
Absolutely. The reason you'd want to use a mortgage broker than going directly with the bank is the very first thing, as soon as you walk into a bank, your credit file is touched as an inquiry. We do not do that. As a mortgage broker, the first thing we want to do is talk to you. We want to find out about you. I do highly recommend that people do get their free credit report each year, because then they can see what's on the credit file. But we do not do that until we're ready to submit it with a lender. Then your credit report will be touched, and it won't be touched until then, until we're pretty much sure that the loan's going to go through. Because every time you walk into a bank, it's called inquiry. And if you're going to go to 4 or 5 banks and then go to a mortgage broker, you've now got 5 hits onto your credit report. That's why it's really important to go to a mortgage broker. And the other thing is, you've got a personal relationship with a mortgage broker, and then you can tell them what your true story is. You might have an ATO debt, you might have to clean up certain things. We can look at all your solutions or options in regards to deposits, anything. So we're there to talk to you about your story, so that we can find the true lending solution for you. If you go to your local bank, they've got 5 products, not 1,000 products. A reason I might say 1,000 products is that because I might have 50 lenders, but every lender's got 5 or 6 different products. So we've got thousands of different products that we can choose, and different lenders for different things. So not everybody fits in the same hole, like a peg in a hole.
Yeah. And can a mortgage broker help me if I have bad debt?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. We can either work with you, we can work with other credit companies that do clean up your credit and your credit report and put you in a better position, or we can put you with other lenders who are what are called prime lenders. So what we've got is we've got 3 different tiers of lending. We've got non-prime, prime and subprime. So it depends on your credit, on where you'll fit, even if you're self-employed or a trust or whatever. So it all comes down to different categories, so that we can put you in with one of those, which will be a higher interest rate. But instead of losing the property, we can get you into something, and then in a couple of years take you back to a big 4. So yeah, we can definitely do things like that.
Yeah, that'd
Absolutely.
be very helpful for people that think they might not have a chance anymore because they might have had a bad name from something else. It might not have entirely been their fault either.
Most people, they'll get their credit report and go, I didn't even know that was there. And it was just an inquiry. And, you can work with companies to have them removed. They can be removed from your credit report, or it could be just like you didn't pay a phone bill, or they're the most common as electricity companies and phone or utilities. Anything like that they get left on they could have been paid a long time ago, and they get left on the credit file until and then you can have it removed. You sometimes have to ring up to have it removed. A lot of people don't know that too.
No, it's good to know. And I think for people to know that there is still a chance for them to be able to get in if they think that it's not possible. So
yeah.
obviously get out and see your local mortgage broker and find out what they can do for you. And how long does it take to get a mortgage through a broker on your, a normal standard basis?
All comes down to the client, to be honest. Like if somebody does come to me and they've got everything ready to go, I could see them Monday. We can have something submitted, within 2 or 3 days or 4 days.
Oh, okay.
And, by the time it goes through settlement, if it's a fast refi, it can take a couple of weeks and we're done. It all comes down to the client and how ready they are. Yeah, but it can be fast and it can be slow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it really does come down to how ready the client is.
Yeah.
It doesn't come down to the mortgage broker, it really comes down to the client and how ready they are to move forward.
So do you recommend obviously just picking up the phone and calling you and seeing where they're at and where they've got to be before they come and meet?
It starts with a conversation.
Yeah.
Definitely. It just comes with, give me a call, have a chat, and then from there we can sort out their story, their circumstances, and we start out with just a snapshot. And the snapshot might be just simple things like their income, expenses, children, history, wherever they're sitting. And then it's just a matter of a conversation, and then we just can start in. But like I had someone call me on Monday, I'm seeing them later today, and they've got their documents ready to go. So I'll end up doing their application, have it submitted come Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tomorrow.
That's quite a quick turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah. So it comes down to the client and when they're ready to go.
Yeah. Everyone's situation's different. And why? What made you become a mortgage broker?
I became a mortgage broker because I had a mortgage business with my ex-husband a while ago, and I've been involved around the property and finance industry for about 22 years now. I remember that I've always had my own business, and then when I sold my business when my daughter was born 23 years ago, we found out what we could do with equity, and things have changed a lot since then. But I just fell in love with the industry. I fell in love with property, wealth creation through property. It's just one of those things I got my head around, and then able to help people because I've always had my own business. And I thought, when we had a mortgage business, I love the idea of being able to talk with clients. I don't have this thing over my head that you've got an invoice and you have to pay me, that I got paid by the banks. I'd already had businesses in the past where I was chasing invoices and chasing after money from people. I'm not in that position where I have to do that, and my clients are not in that position either, that the banks actually pay me. And I really loved that idea. And and just knowing that helping people to be able to find a lending solution and being able to help people get into property, because getting into property is, you're not just buying, they're not just buying a home, like you're buying something that can just buy a home today. You're not paying rent to someone else. You're paying rent to yourself. You're paying something off yourself. And the other thing about that too is that down the track you can create ways that you can build wealth through property. And that's why I love the industry so much. And it's not just through property. It's like you're buying a car or whatever. I love the idea of also able to look out of the square box, to be able to, like a lot of clients will come to me. I love talking about solutions or ideas and ways where they can make money and things like that. So, that's the reason why I chose to be a mortgage broker. On the personal side of it, that's the side on how I can help clients. The other side is freedom for me. I have a laptop lifestyle, so I can actually go anywhere, go and see my clients. I'm not stuck in an office or anything like that. And I'm in an industry I'm really passionate about. And that's the reason why I'm a mortgage broker today.
Oh, cool. Well, that's Kerry-Anne and KA Lending Solutions. A little bit about her and the business. And if you're looking for a mortgage broker that's more than just your everyday mortgage broker that just wants to get you through the door, contact her today.
See ya. That went well. hope you found the information useful. If so, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And I just want to let you know that we have a free giveaway, a free book, and subscribe to it now. So the link is below. It's the 7 steps to mortgage freedom and wealth through property. Inside here, you will find out how to get the cheapest home loan, why you should really care about your home loan, why people will end up broke, and also we have some bonus chapters at the back here as well. It's a great read. It's an easy read as well. So make sure you get your copy and share it with friends. See ya.